Alright, so this is a quick video here to look at where we can put some laser engraving on our tambour desk organizer. And we're actually looking at this top section here. For most of these will be made out of a solid piece of timber. Start off as 140 by 19 thick, and it's going to be rebated down both edges to fit nice and snug over the top of that. So the width of your piece will depend on how you've made your curve. So we'll look at drawing this for 120mm wide. I expect most of your jobs will be 120mm wide. You'll need to check that on your individual project. So for this section here, what we are looking at, or what I suggest you do, is go to brandeps.com, and here you can type in most well-known brands and logos, such as Milwaukee Bucks. So it has a range of ones you can buy. These ones here are free versions. So you want the Milwaukee Tools, you want the Milwaukee Bucks, type in most football teams, it will come up. And we need to look at downloading this EPS file. You'll see that it's downloaded there. This is when we then go to Corel Draw. So we want to make a new document. We want it to be the same size as our laser bed, 1000 by 600. We're going to look at drawing just that top profile of this piece of timber. So for most of you, it'll be 310 wide by about 120, 310 long by 120 wide. Go to our drawing tools, get our pick tool, draw our rectangle. Now up the top here, you need to check if you've got this button locked or not. If it's locked, then you type in 310. It's going to move that bottom number to within ratio of what you've drawn. If you unlock that, we can then make that 120. So 310 by 120. And this is where we then import that EPS file we've just downloaded. So import as a curve, and we want to click this into place. Now, those of us that have used a laser already know that if it's green or any color, the laser won't recognize that file. So it needs to be black and white. So if we go up the top here to bitmap, we want to look at convert to bitmap, and we want to change that color mode to simply black and white. That's going to convert this. Now, if you haven't downloaded an EPS file, if you've just put a JPEG in, it's not going to do that, and it's not going to achieve what we're trying to achieve here. So across the top, now that I have it selected, we're going to go to lock, and we want this to be the height of 115. Let's now reduce that down to ratio. Now this is just for you to visualize. We're not actually going to need to export that rectangle. So this is just going to show you where it fits. So if you'd like to put some words into your drawing, you can. We're simply using the text tool here. We can look at writing something. We're going to type away. You're going to highlight that just like you would using Google Docs or using Word. Make it the height you're after. Make it the size. Change the font. As long as it's black, it needs to be black. So once you've aligned that to how you want it to look, we're actually going to delete the red. We'll highlight everything we want to put on our top. And here we need to go File, Export, name it your tambour top and your name. Very important, because otherwise we'll have lots and lots of files and we won't know whose they are. So we're going to export this. Now you can export this to your downloads folder, or what I would get you to do, use the USB that's on file at the college, stick that in, bind it along the side here, and then export it straight to. Now when you press export, another dialog box comes up, and it's important that you've selected and it's highlighted like you can see here. Then you click on selection, we say OK, and it will just about complete what we need to do. And then your next step is to import that across to the laser.